Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw. We are live here tonight in a sold out Kansas City, Missouri, here for Monday Night Raw, coming up back from Clash in Paris. What an awesome PLE we had in Clash in Paris. But coming up tonight, things will change. And coming up tonight in our main event, making his return, Seth Rollins, we saw coming back from Clash in Paris and assaulting the new champion Drew McIntyre. After that chaotic fatal 4-way, Seth Rollins will be in action. He'll be up against LA Knight in our main event tonight. And also tonight, a former champion, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, he will be also in action. He'll be going up against Big Bronson Reed. And that is all coming up here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the 16-time WWE Champion, John Cena. The GOAT of all GOATs, John Cena, is here. And we know, we saw after SummerSlam that John Cena has announced his retirement tour will start at Clash in Paris, here tonight, where it all begins. It is after Clash in Paris. What will John Cena have to say here tonight? Let's hear live to hear what John Cena has to say. Man, it feels so good to be here tonight. Every time I step through these ropes, I can still feel the same energy that I got hooked 22 years ago. But tonight's different. You see, I said after SummerSlam, and I meant it, this right here, this marks the beginning of something I've been putting off for a long time. Starting after Clash in Paris, my retirement tour begins. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not disappearing yet. I'm not riding off into the sunset without giving everything I've got into this ring and to you. But it's time to face the truth. My time may be up, but before I go, I'm giving this everything I've got. One last run, one last fight, one last chance to prove that hustle, loyalty, and respect still means something. Oh, and look who's coming down to the ring. The Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk. CM Punk, obviously back at Clash in Paris, retaining his Intercontinental Championship against Penta. But Cena and Punk, we know this rivalry from time. CM Punk interrupting his bitter rival, John Cena. What does the best in the world, CM Punk, have to say to the GOAT of all GOATs in John Cena? Let's hear what CM Punk, the IC champ, has to say to John Cena. Wow, look at this. The John Cena farewell tour, huh? You know, John, you always had impeccable timing. You wait until the world's watching to make it all about you again. I've heard the speech before, John. You've passing the torch since 2012. But newsflash, I already took it. You don't need a tour. You need to stop pretending you still belong in my ring. You done? Or are you just trying to make sure people remember your name next to mine? You want to talk about belonging? You're holding that Intercontinental Championship, one of the titles I've never held. So maybe before I hang these sneakers up, I'll take that off your shoulder. Oh, that's cute. Cena wants to end his career by embarrassing himself one last time. You don't deserve this title, John. You don't deserve another moment in my spotlight. Then prove it. Survivor Series. My backyard. John Cena versus CM Punk. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Let's see who really runs this place. One last time. You got it, old man. Just remember, when I put you down, I won't just end your tour. I'll end your legacy. And here comes Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, we haven't seen much of him here on Universe Mode, but here tonight, taking on Penta. What a win this could be for Dragon Lee to knocking off Penta. Coming off the back of Clash in Paris where Penta faced off against CIC champion CM Punk. And here comes Penta. Like I said, Penta face off against the IC champion CM Punk at Clash in Paris. Last episode where he came up short for the IC title. Here tonight goes battle with Dragon Lee here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, Lee and Penta one-on-one here tonight. This matchup is underway. Here we go. It's now a horrible tie-up here from both men. Middle of the ring, like I said, Penta losing to CM Punk at Clash in Paris. And now big punch to the face there from Penta. Penta did put up a fight, I would say, at Clash in Paris. Now Dragon Lee with a big super kick right to the corner there. Knocking out Penta. That's now Penta with the reversal. Right to Dragon Lee. And now Penta on Dragon Lee. On the ropes here. Big chop to the chest there. And now Penta just working a leg on the ropes on the Dragon Lee. And now Penta whips him to the corner. Big kick right to the chest there. And now Penta. Oh my lord, what a move from Penta. And now Penta. Reversal by Lee. And so what a win this could be for Dragon Lee, knocking off Penta after coming up short with the IC champion CM Punk. Both men lucha libre. Both know each other very well, I would say, as well. And now poke right to the eyes from Penta. And now Dragon Lee fighting back on Penta here. Big punch to the face. And now Penta, punch to the back there. Whips him to the corner. And now Penta. Right to the jaw. Blocked from Penta though. And now trading blows with Penta and Dragon Lee here on Monday Night Raw. Blocked by Penta. Penta now fighting back. Chop right to the chest from Dragon Lee. Punch from Penta. Chop from Dragon Lee. And now Penta with the super kick right to the midsection there. And now a cover here from Penta to knock off Dragon Lee. Can this be it? Cover. Kick out at 2. And now Penta has Dragon Lee where he wants him here. Kick to the leg there. And now Dragon Lee turns into the offense here. And now, oh my lord, what a move from Dragon Lee. What a collision to Penta. And now Dragon Lee, top rope here on Penta. Lee. Penta caught him. Oh my lord, what a move. And now Penta blocked from Lee. And now Dragon Lee here lifts him over to the outside. And now Dragon Lee waiting for Penta outside the ring. And now goes outside. Now a kick right to the back from Penta. Penta in trouble here outside the ring. Courtesy of Dragon Lee working on the arm there of Penta. And now Dragon Lee whips him back inside the ring. And now reversal by Penta. And now Penta now. Oh my lord, what a Mexican exploder. Huge Mexican exploder from Penta. And now Penta setting things up here on Dragon Lee. Kick to the midsection. Penta. Oh my lord. Cover. Can this be it? On Dragon Lee. Kick out at 2. What a kick out from Dragon Lee. From Penta. And now reversal by Dragon Lee. And now Dragon Lee's starting to feel it here. What an opening match thus far. And now, oh my lord. Big knee to the face from Dragon Lee. Cover here. Can this be it? On Penta. Kick out at 2. And now Dragon Lee setting things up here in the corner. Looking for the finishing touches on Penta. Reversal by Penta though. And now Penta. Face first goes Dragon Lee. And now Penta. Oh my lord, what a backstabber. Cover here, middle of the ring, on Dragon Lee. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. And now Penta setting things up here. Oh my lord, Mexican Exploder. Cover. Can this be it? No. Last second kick out. Dragon Lee kicking out there. I thought that was it. But Dragon Lee kicking out at 2.9 seconds. Oh my lord. Huge knee right to the back to Dragon Lee. And now it's Penta on the apron here. Penta, crossbody. Down goes Lee. And now look at this, a roll up here. A roll up here from Dragon Lee to steal a win on Penta. Kick out there from Penta. And now, Dragon Lee from behind here. Big German suplex to Penta. And now Penta in trouble here. Dragon Lee hitting up top rope. Oh my lord, what a move! And now Dragon Lee starting to feel it here on Penta. Kick, block, takedown there from Dragon Lee. And now it's Dragon Lee's time here. And now Lee blocked by Penta. And now Penta here whips him over to the ropes. Big backbreaker there. And now Penta. Oh no, we know this. We know this. Oh my lord, right on the arm. Cover here on Dragon Lee. Middle of the ring. Can this be it of Dragon Lee? Kick out at 2. And now Penta setting things up here for the finishing touches here in the middle of the ring. Penta has him up. Oh my lord, there it is. Cover. That's it. Penta with the victory on Dragon Lee. What a win for Penta. What a match. What an opening match here on Monday Night Raw. What a win for Penta. And here comes the tag team champions, Chris Danger and AJ Styles. The Fallen Ones winning the tag team gold quite a few episodes ago. Here tonight, taking on Karrion Kross and Dexter Lumis. And here comes Kross and Lumis. Black Val taking on the Phenomenal Ones here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out on Survivor Series. Coming up December 13th here on the show, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube. Black Val can knock off the tag team champions here tonight. That'll be an impressive win for them. So here we go. Styles starts off for his side, and Dexter Lumis will start off for his as this matchup is underway. Here we go. Big forearm there. Laying out Lumis is AJ Styles. And now Styles back on his feet is Lumis, hammering away on Lumis, and as Styles works on him. Tag made, here comes Chris Danger. As we know, Chris Danger and AJ Styles been a very well tag team. Been a tag team since the beginning of Universe mode, I should say, back in Season 1. They've been unstoppable thus far. Lost the tag team titles quite a little bit, but won them back a few months later. Won him back at SummerSlam. Miami, Florida. Takedown there from Lumis. As now Lumis on the offense here. Reversal back. Here comes the phenomenal AJ Styles here. Styles in the corner with Lumis. Reversal there from Lumis. And now reversal back. Here comes AJ. And now AJ Styles hammering away on Dexter Lumis here. AJ kicked the midsection. Big face first off the mat goes Lumis. As now Lumis tries to make a tag, does so. Here comes Killer carrying cross. As now big knee right to the face there from Danger to carrying cross. As now carrying cross just getting tortured by Chris Danger here. It's now Danger back inside the ring. And now Danger here. Danger for a roll up here. Kick out. It's now Danger. Whips him to the corner. Vicious tag. Here comes AJ Styles. AJ Styles and Chris Danger defeated the likes of Motor City Machine Guns at Survivor Series. Count up 1. Reversal there. Here comes Styles. I haven't seen not really anyone have a big threat, I should say, since Motor City Machine Guns took titles off of them, but the Phenomenal Ones won them back at SummerSlam, like I said. We haven't seen like a big dangerous threat of a team trying to win the tag team gold for multiple times. It's now calf crusher here, Styles crusher from Styles, and now Dexter Lumis breaks up the submission hold. As now Styles on the apron here. What Styles looking for? Styles now, phenomenal forearm, reversal by Karrion. As now Karrion in the corner from Styles. As now Styles with the reversal here. Now Styles off the middle rope. Karrion still standing. Big punch to the face there from Cross. And now Cross with a big vicious clothesline. As now tag made, here comes Dexter Lumis of the Black Val. Now taking out Styles is Lumis here on the outside. And now working on Chris Danger is Dexter Lumis. And now Dexter and Danger on the apron. Back first off the apron goes Danger. And now back on Styles is Lumis. And now Lumis is assaulting the Phenomenal Ones here outside. Phenomenal Ones in trouble here on Monday Night Raw live at Kansas City, Missouri. As now Styles with the reversal. Back on the offense is Styles. Now Styles. Oh my lord. What a move from Styles here on the outside. Count of 8. It's back inside as Dexter. And now Styles now. Danger hits Styles by accident. And now Danger. Or I'm sorry, Dexter with a Uranagi to Styles. As now Tag Mater comes carrying across. And now carrying on Styles here. Big DDT. Tag Mater comes Danger. And now carrying across on Chris Danger here. Carrying. Big sidewalk slam to Danger. And now carrying reversal by Danger. Big forearm there. Hammering away is Danger. And now Danger off the ropes here. Reversal by carrying across. And now Danger. Big knee to the face. Laying out carrying across. And now Danger on carrying across in the corner. Reversal by carrying. And now off the ropes is carrying across. Big spear. Huge spear from Danger. Cover here. Can this be it? Dexter Lumis breaking up the pin. Now reversal by carrying across. And now Carrion has Danger on his shoulders now. Carrion. Oh my lord, what a move from carrying across. And now Superman punch from Chris Danger. And now Danger not done yet. Setting up the finishing touches hopefully on carrying cross. Reversal by Carrion. And now Carrion. Reversal by Danger. Danger now. Carrion on the offense. Reversal by Danger. And now Danger with the drop kick there. And now Tag Mater comes Dexter Lumis. And now Dexter has him on his shoulders. Off the ropes goes Danger. And now cover here. What a win this could be for the Black Val to knock off the tag team champions. Kick out at 1. And now Dexter, reversal by Danger. Danger hammering away on Dexter Lumis. Big knee to the face. And now look at this. A roll up here from Dexter to win. Kick out at 1. And now big knee to the face from Chris Danger. Cover here on Lumis to put him away. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. And now Chris Danger on the apron here. Danger off the apron. Reversal by Dexter. And now Danger busted open here. And now Dexter on Danger. Has him on his shoulders. Electric chair. And now Danger in trouble. Dexter Lumis has Danger where he wants him. With the submission move. Will Danger tap here? Middle of the ring. As he lets him go. There's the tag. Tag made. Here comes carrying across. And now carrying cross in the corner, setting up the finishing touches for the Black Val. Reversal by Danger. Look at that forearm there from Carrion. And now Danger hammering away on carrying cross with a German suplex of his own. What a tag match this has been here on Monday Night Raw. As now Danger would look for the spear. Reversal by Carrion into a cover here. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. And now Carrion setting things up here on Danger with a submission move. Will Danger tap here? As Styles breaks up the submission move. Styles with the basement drop kick to carrying across. As now off the ropes. Big punch to the gut there. Reversal by Carrion. And now Carrion in the corner goes Danger. off the middle rope. Big suplex there. As now Carrion throws him to the corner. And now tag from Dexter as the Black Fowl working on Danger here. And now hammering away on Danger is Dexter Loomis here on the outside. And now Dexter reversal by Danger. Reversal by Dexter. And now Dexter with the death press of his own. Laying out Danger on the outside. It's now Dexter reversal by Danger here. Big boot to the face. Count of 9. And that's it. The Phenomenal Ones win by countout. What a win for the Phenomenal Ones. Winning by countout. What a win for the Phenomenal Ones, the tag team champions. And coming up next here on Monday Night Raw, we have Charlotte Flair going one-on-one against Bayley. Up next on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City,
Charlotte Flair, last time we saw her, it was quite a night. It was with Toni Storm involved when she was the women's champion. And also Becky Lynch as well. But here tonight, Charlotte Flair going one-on-one against Bayley. We haven't seen her fight for the women's title in quite some time. And here comes the role model, Bayley.
and her opponent from San Jose, California,
We haven't seen much of the role model, Bayley. We haven't seen her in a while for Universe Mode. Here taking on the Queen, Charlotte Flair. What a victory this could be for Bayley. She can knock off the Queen of Monday nights. And here we go. Matchup is underway. And it's Charlotte Flair Bayley contest here. As now Bayley on the upper hand of the Queen. Charlotte Flair, middle of the ring. Just squeezing the life out of Charlotte Flair right now. And now look at this. A roll up here from Bayley to knock off Charlotte Flair. Kick out. And now Charlotte turns it over into a pin of her own. Kick out at 1. Both women know each other quite well. They've been having bitter rivalries throughout time, I should say. As Bayley wearing down the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Last time we saw Bayley as well, she was in that Queen of the Ring finals, I should say, against Liv Morgan back at Night of Champions. Suffered a defeat from Liv Morgan, I should say. And now big stomp right to the chest area of Charlotte Flair from Bayley. It's now Bayley now. Big chop to the chest there. And now Charlotte Flair fights back of her own. Train blows as Bayley and Charlotte Flair, middle of the ring. Now a chop fest in the middle of the ring between Bayley and Charlotte. Blocked by Charlotte. Charlotte fighting back. Big chop to the chest. Big chop to the face from Bayley. And now Bayley fighting back. Blocked by Charlotte. Charlotte fights back. And now big boot to the face from Charlotte Flair. Down goes Bayley. And now Bayley in trouble here. On the apron is Bayley. And now Charlotte with the neck breaker. Outside the ring goes Bayley. And now it's been all Charlotte now. And now Bayley. Reversal by Charlotte Flair. Base takedown there from Charlotte Flair. And now Charlotte throws her back inside the ring. Reversal by Bayley. And now Bayley fighting back here. Here comes Bayley. Bayley with the submission move, looks like. Trying to choke out Charlotte Flair. She lets her go. And now Bayley heading up top rope here. Bayley setting her target. Double axe handle from the top. Cover here on Charlotte Flair. Can this be it? What a win for Bayley. Kick out at 1. And now Bayley, big basement drop kick to the back of Charlotte Flair. And now the Queen is in trouble here. And now Bayley has her where she wants her here. Off the ropes is Bayley. Big basement drop kick once again. Down goes Charlotte. And now Charlotte fighting back in the corner. And now here comes Charlotte. Blocked by Bayley. Bayley now fights back with a double axe handle to her own. And now Charlotte fighting back. Blocked from Bayley. And now Bayley. Bayley to belly. Down goes Charlotte Flair. And now Bayley setting things up here. Kick to the midsection. Bayley rolls plant. Down goes Flair. Cover. Can this be it? What a win for Bayley. Kick out at 2. And now Bayley setting up one more time with another rose plant. Down goes Flair. Can this be it? Cover on Charlotte Flair. Kick out at 2 at the last second. What does Bayley need to do to knock off the Queen? Charlotte's been decimated with a Bayley to belly and 2 rose plants, and she's still in this match. And now Charlotte Flair right to Bayley in the stall. And now Charlotte Flair on the upper hand here. Bayley with the block. Reversal by Bayley. And now Bayley gets reversed by Charlotte Flair now. And now Flair Submission move on Bayley. Will Bayley tap here? Bayley taps. Charlotte Flair picks up the victory.
Here is your winner,
What a win for Charlotte Flair, submitting Bayley here tonight. What a win. And here comes the new undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, last episode of Clash in Paris, we saw a monumental fatal four-way match between McIntyre, Gunther, the World WWE Undisputed Champion and Braun Breaker, and the American Nightmare in Cody Rhodes. But this man came out victorious in becoming the new WWE Champion. But later on, after that match, Seth Rollins curb stomping not once but twice on the new champion. We haven't seen him since Money in the Bank. But let's hear what Drew McIntyre has to say here tonight. Last episode of Clash in Paris, I walked into that ring with three of the best in the business: Cody Rhodes, Braun Breaker, and Gunther. And I walked out with this. Cody talking about finishing his story again. Braun, the former champion, thought he was the future. And Gunther thought he was the one. But the reality is, there's only one man standing tall, one man carrying this company on his back, and his name is Drew McIntyre. I have fought for years to get back to this point. I have been screwed over. I've been overlooked. And I've been disrespected by everyone who thought I was just, quote unquote, moment, not a champion. Well, take a good look, because this moment ain't ending anytime soon. And speaking of disrespect, Seth Rollins, you coward. You couldn't stand seeing me on top, couldn't you? You had to run down there after I just survived three of the best and hit me from behind like a snake in the grass. Seth, I don't care what excuse you've got. You want a piece of me? Come out here and look me in the eye like a man. Oh, and here comes a former undisputed WWE champion, Seth freaking Rollins. We haven't seen this man since Money in the Bank, where he was Ring of Honor champion. Like I said, we saw him curb stomping not once but twice on the new champion Drew McIntyre What does Seth Rollins have to say here tonight? Oh, Drew. Congratulations, mate. You finally climbed the mountain again. You stood tall, held that gold, and soaked up all the glory until reality hit you right in the face. And reality's name is Seth freaking Rollins. You can talk about respect all you want, but when I watched you standing in that ring in Paris, holding what I've built, what I fought for, and I knew I wasn't done. I'm back. I'm healthy. I'm better than ever, and I want what's mine, that undisputed championship. You want this title? You think you could just walk back in after months away and take it? I bled for this. You'll have to rip it from my hands. Oh, don't worry, big man. I plan to. Survivor Series. Me and you. No excuses. No sneak attacks. Just a fight for the top of the mountain. You're on. But when it's over, Seth, this time, there won't be any rebuilding for you. There'll just be wreckage. And ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. It has made it official. Coming up at Survivor Series live at Boston, Massachusetts, CM Punk will defend his Intercontinental Championship against the GOAT of all GOATs, John Cena. And that is all coming up at Survivor Series at Boston, Massachusetts, December 13th, live here on YouTube. And here comes the new women's champion, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase at Clash in Paris last episode on Io Sky. After Io Sky winning that title, Jordan Grace music hits and cashed in on her to become the women's champion. And here tonight, she is in action here tonight. Jordan Grace in action going up against this woman, Julia. We haven't seen Julia as much here on Universe Mode, but if she can pull this off, a win against the new women's champion, Jordan Grace, we could see a future #1 contender for that title. I know, probably pretty sure that Io Sky is still kind of pissed off about Jordan Grace cashing her Money in the Bank briefcase on her. at Clash in Paris last episode. But what if Julia pulls off a shocking win on the new women's champion, Jordan Grace? There we go. Jordan versus Julia. Matchup is underway here. As Julia going right after the new women's champion already. With a bear hug. Right to the women's champion, and now Jordan Grace turns herself into a reversal here. Now takes it on her. And now Julia works her down to the mat. You guys are wondering when Survivor Series will hit. December 13th. Live at Boston, Massachusetts. The Survivor Series. Make sure you check out. Make sure you don't want to miss a thing leading up to the Survivor Series. As Julia, collarbone tie up here for both women. Middle of the ring. And now Julia with a kick to the gut there to the women's champion. And now Julia and Jordan collarbone tie up here once again. Both women. As Jordan Grace gets the upper hand here. Now choking Julia here. We saw, like I said last week, last episode, Clash in Paris. Jordan Grace cashing her Miss Money in the Bank briefcase on Io Sky after she won the women's title. We haven't seen Io Sky at all backstage here. Cover here from Julia to put away the women's champion. And a reversal pin from Jordan Grace of her own. Kicked out. So we haven't seen Io Sky at all backstage. So, big Jordan Grace though, throwing Julia onto the mat. And now Jordan Grace, big chop to the chest there from Julia. And now Julia fights back. Jordan Grace and Julia trading blows here live at Kansas City, Missouri. Like I said, what a win this could be for Julia, I should say. To knocking off potentially here on the women's champion. The new women's champions, I should say. As big Jordan Grace once again just laying out the competition of Julia. And now Julia in trouble here from Jordan Grace. Big German suplex from the strength of Jordan Grace. Kick to the head there from Julia as well. And now Julia reverses it. Julia now reversal by Jordan Grace. And now pin here from the women's champion to steal a win on Julia. Kick out. And now Jordan Grace has Julia where she wants her here. Oh my lord, what a move. And now Julia in trouble. Jordan Grace not done yet. Trying to put the finishing touches together with a big power slam. Cover here on Julia. Middle of the ring. Can this be it? Kick out of two. Julia still has fight. She has life still. And now Jordan Grace on the apron on Julia. Oh my gosh, what is this? Right to the back. Back first goes Julia off the apron. And down to the outside. Jordan Grace all over in this match. The new women's champion. Just showing why she's champion. And now Jordan Grace reversal by Julia. And now Jordan Grace here in trouble. Julia has her up on her shoulders. Oh my lord, what a power slam to the outside. Count of 5 here. Big kick to the back there from Julia. Count of 6. Jordan Grace in trouble. Big forearm there. Count of 8. Now both women get back inside. And now Julia here has Jordynne Grace where she wants her. Big suplex from Julia. Cover here on Jordynne Grace. What a win could this be for Julia? Kick out at 2. Julia almost had the women's champion beat. And now Julia, big splash in the middle rope. And now Julia, reversal by Jordynne Grace. And now Jordynne Grace has her on her shoulders. Reversal by Julia with the big reversal there. And now Julia on the apron is Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace in trouble here from Julia. Back first to the apron. Down goes Grace. As now Julia on the offense. Reversal by the women's champion. It's now big suicide dive to the outside from Jordynne Grace. What a match this has been. And now Jordynne Grace in the corner. Nope. Thought about doing something. And now horrible tie up here. Julia though. Jordynne Grace caught her here. Jordynne Grace has her where she wants her. Power slam from Jordynne Grace, the women's champion. Cover, middle of the ring. Kick out at 2. And now Jordynne Grace setting things up here. Has her on her shoulders. Jordynne Grace, power bomb, cover. Can this be it? On Julia, middle of the ring. Kick out at 2 again. What does the women's champion need to do to take out Julia here? Taking out her outside is Jordynne Grace. And now Jordynne Grace not done yet. Oh boy. Jordynne Grace, the strength running power slam from Jordynne Grace. And now throws her against right through the steel steps. And now Jordan has her on her over her shoulders here. Jordynne Grace, the strength of Grace. Reversal by Julia though. Count of 5 here. Throws her to the outside. As Jordynne Grace trying to get back on her feet here. Suicide dive. Nobody home. Reversal by Julia though. As now Julia has her. Oh, power slam. What a big power slam there. Right to Jordynne Grace. And now Jordynne Grace is in trouble. Another power bomb. Both women down. Count of 6. Count of 7. Oh, look at this. Io Sky, free from behind, attacking the women's champion, Jordynne Grace. We saw back at Clash in Paris, where after Io Sky winning the women's championship in that awesome triple threat match, Jordynne Grace cashing in her briefcase on Io Sky and becoming women's champion, now just throwing her over the barricade and now into the WWE Universe Arena here in Kansas City, Missouri. Io Sky is just livid here. Now just punching away on the women's champion here, Jordynne Grace. And now, oh no, Io Sky just throwing her just out here in this arena. Hopefully fans don't interfere with this chaotic scene. As Io Sky just assaulting the hell out of the women's champion, Jordynne Grace. Io Sky now. Oh my god, she's not done yet. Someone stop this. As Io just throwing her across the arena here. Once more. Io still just throwing her across the arena. Now a shoulder tackle from Io. Someone stop this. Someone stop Io, please. Io's going crazy. Io Sky still wants that women's championship, it looks like, apparently. As now Io just looks on Jordan Grace. And now Jordan Grace gets back on her feet. Now Jordan Grace fires back here. Here comes the women's champion, Jordan Grace, on Io Sky. And now Io and Jordan lock heads. And now, oh my gosh, Jordan Grace assaulting Io Sky here. And now comes Io Sky with an uppercut of her own. Io Sky just hammering the hell out of Jordan Grace. Now just throws her across the arena once more. Down to the ramp. And now Io, not done yet. Oh my god, someone stop this. Just someone stop this attack, please, before it gets too far. Io Sky taking Jordan Grace. Now back to the ring. To the outside of the ring. And now Io just throws her across the barricade. And now big kick to the face. Io Sky just manhandling the women's champion. And now Io is not done yet here. Oh my gosh. Io's throwing her back inside the ring. Oh my gosh. Io Sky, the genius of the sky here. Io, oh my lord. In the submission move. And Io Sky just assaulted the hell out of the women's champion. Wow. And coming up next on Monday Night Raw, we have the former champion Cody Rhodes in action. He'll be up against Big Bronson Reed here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the former undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds,
This past episode at Clash in Paris, Cody Rhodes was in that fatal 4-way match for the undisputed WWE Championship. It was between him, the former champion, now Braun Breaker, the new champion, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, who we heard earlier tonight, and also the Ring General Gunther. Cody Rhodes in action, facing off against the big man, Bronson Reed. And here comes Big Bronson Reed.
and his opponent from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big
We haven't seen much of Big Bronson Reed here on Universe Mode. He has been doing very, very well, I should say, on Universe Mode. But if he can pick up a win against a former champion in Cody Rhodes, that would be a big victory for him. And maybe a push in the main event scene if he pulled this win off. Here we go, Rhodes and Reed one-on-one. Matchup's underway. Here we go. Big punch to the face there from Cody Rhodes. Now blocked. Here comes Bronson Reed now. And now horrible tie up here in the middle of the ring from both men. Live in Kansas City, Missouri. Big clothesline there from Reed. And now Reed hammering away on Cody Rhodes. Blocked from Cody. And now a horrible tie up here from both men once again. Big punch to the stomach there as Rhodes hammering away on Reed here. And Rhodes all fired up here. And now Cody wrestles him down to the ground. And Rhodes firing away on all cylinders here on Reed. Big suplex there. And now here comes Bronson Reed, reversal by Cody. And now Cody Rhodes whips him over to the ropes. Big power slam from Cody Rhodes. And now Rhodes heading up top rope here on Big Bronson Reed. Turns himself around, top rope, cross body. And now Rhodes not done yet. Middle rope here. On Big Bronson Reed, drop kick. Down goes Reed. Reed in trouble here early. And now big punches to the face. Big takedown there from... And now look at this. Braun Breaker, the former champion, getting ahead of the former champion Cody Rhodes. And now Bronson Reed takes out Cody Rhodes. Braun Breaker helping out Bronson Reed, taking out Cody Rhodes here. And now Bronson Reed is ambushing the hell out of Cody Rhodes. Cover here, middle of the ring. Can this be it? Kick out. And now big punches from Big Bronson Reed. The elbows to the head here. And now right from behind is Big Bronson Reed. Reed now. Oh my lord, right to the head of Cody. And now off the ropes is Reed with the reversal from Cody. Cody looks for the crossroads. Converted into a power slam there from Big Bronson Reed himself. What a win this could be for Bronson Reed on a former champion like Cody Rhodes. Cover here. Can this be it from Big Bronson Reed? Kick out at 2. And now Reed off the ropes here. Big send time there. Laying out Cody Rhodes. And Reed is not done yet. Reed looking for the finishing touches here. Cody Rhodes with the reversal here. Cody Rhodes now. Crossroads to Reed. Cover here. Middle of the ring. Can this be it? Cover. That's no. Kick out at 2. Cody Rhodes. Near fall kick out for Reed. And now Cody Rhodes on the apron here. Off the ropes is Cody with the drop kick of his own. And now big punches the face of Bronson Reed. And now off the ropes, elbow drop. And now top rope is Cody Rhodes on Big Bronson Reed here. Elbow drop. Down goes Reed. Cover here. Can this be it to put away Reed? That's it. Cody Rhodes with the victory.
Here is your winner, the
What a win for Cody Rhodes here. Oh, look at this. The former champion, Braun Breaker from behind, attacking Cody Rhodes with the steel chair. Braun Breaker losing the title at Clash in Paris to Drew McIntyre in that fatal 4-way match and a big spear to Cody Rhodes. Braun Breaker doesn't want anything with that title now. He just wants to take out Cody Rhodes here. And oh no, Cody Rhodes in trouble. Another big spear from the former champion, Braun Breaker. The dogs are barking in Kansas City, Missouri. Braun Breaker just assaulted the hell. And oh no, he's come back in. He's come back in for more. Someone stop him. Someone stop Breaker. And now Breaker with the big clothesline. And now, oh no, someone stop this man before it gets too far. Another spear to Cody Rhodes. Message sent to Rhodes from the former champion. And coming up next, it is our main event for tonight. LA Knight is in action, the Megastar. He'll be up against Seth Rollins here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins, a former champion here on Universe Mode. Seth Rollins making a shocking return at Clash in Paris and taking out the new champion Drew McIntyre after the fatal 4-way match. Here tonight in our main event, going up against the Megastar LA Knight. And here comes the Megastar, L.A. Knight.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds,
L.A. Knight, back at Clash in Paris, he went up against Santos Escobar in a bit of rivalry between them two, and Knight pulling out the victory in that matchup. But here tonight in our main event, what a win this could be for this Megastar LA Knight. If he can make a big win, a shocking win against a former champion of Seth Rollins. Here we go, Knight and Rollins in our main event for Monday Night Raw here tonight. This matchup is underway. Here we go in our main event. We saw it earlier tonight as well. Drew McIntyre, the new champion, making a statement. And Seth Rollins coming out to interrupt. And we now know that Rollins and McIntyre have a score to settle at Survivor Series coming up December 13th here on the show. As Rollins now on LA Knight. Rope break there for Knight. And now Rollins with a stomp right to the chest there. And now Rollins heading up top rope here on LA Knight. Crossbody. Down goes Knight. LA Knight stumbling here against the former champion of Seth Rollins, former Ring of Honor champion, I should say. Second round starts here on the outside as Rollins and Knight. As now Rollins throws him back inside the ring. Now Knight with the reversal. Knight with the collarbone tie up here. Knight here has Rollins where he has him here. Has him up. Big power slam from Knight. Cover here. What a win this could be. Kick out at 1. And now Knight on the offense here on Seth Rollins. Now Knight, big boot to the face. Bust open is Seth Rollins. And now Knight, Rollins is where he's at right now. Knight on the apron, off the ropes, drop kick. Leveling Seth Rollins, cover here. Can this be it? Early pin, kick out at 1. Big kick to the face there from Rollins now. Rollins now turns himself around. Rollins has him where he wants a pedigree. Down goes Knight. Cover here. Can this be it on LA Knight? Kick out at 2. And now Seth Rollins lining himself up here. Rollins, curb stomp to LA Knight. Cover here. Can this be it? On LA Knight, kick out at 2 again. What does Rollins need to do? And now Seth Rollins in the submission move. Will Knight tap here? Knight fighting. Knight taps. Rollins with the victory. Look at this. The champion from behind, taking out the Rollins here. Statement made for Drew McIntyre. We'll see you guys all next time.